All right, so let's go back to the message. So, Holy Spirit is talking to us then about releasing ideas of pain without experiencing pain, or at least as much as possible. And he's saying that one way that we do this is we do it during periods of artificial joy. So, for example, if my artificial joy comes from being in a romantic relationship that's going a certain way, well then, while that relationship is, quote, going well, all right, I can mind watch. I don't have to wait for it to go bad in order to mind watch. Do you see? And do you also see how most of us do wait for it to go bad? We wait for things to go wrong before we mind watch. Spirit is saying we don't have to do that. We can watch our mind even while things seem to be, quote, going my way. Okay, let's listen to this. He says, first, one must be willing to be aware of artificial joy as it is experienced. One must be willing to question the mind. Am I happy because another person is saying or doing a specific thing? Now, if we're willing to ask this question, we can get an honest answer. So do you see how it helps us to watch our mind? Am I happy because my partner is being this way with me? Yes. Would I be happy if my partner wasn't this way? No. I've just found something to watch in my mind without having to experience pain. Do you see? I became aware. I became alert during a period of relative happiness. But I know that if this is taken away, I'm going to be unhappy. So I have something to watch. I have an attachment that needs to be let go of. If the situation were different, would I feel differently? Am I feeling secure because I have or attract certain situation or things? If these situations or things were no longer available to me, would I feel secure? Do you see how we can watch our mind? We can become aware of our attachments before something is taken away and we experience the pain of it being taken away. Holy Spirit says, by asking these questions during times of relative joy, one can discover the attachments within the mind that cause pain. Again, by asking these questions during times of relative joy, one can discover the attachments within the mind that cause pain. One can easily see how the absence of something that is perceived as needed shakes the concept of joy as it exists within the mind. So again, we can just imagine something being taken away and we can feel that would upset us. We know we've just discovered an attachment, right? As one identifies attachments that seem to be needed, one can also ask, why do I feel I need these things? When this question is asked, basic beliefs within the mind will rise to the surface to be questioned. For example, I am lacking in myself. This might be why I need a partner, right, that gives to me in a certain way, because alone I feel I am lacking. I am unworthy. This may be why I need lots of accolades at work, because my underlying belief is I am unworthy and I need everyone to keep telling me how good I am in order to feel good about myself, right? There is something inherently fearful within existence that I must be protected against. These are beliefs that are in the mind, underlying beliefs, which cause us to search for artificial joy. But the beliefs themselves are accepted as we fill the needs that cover up these beliefs. If I have a need I am lacking in myself, and then I go and find the partner that makes me look good, right? I'm covering up the belief. And so when the partner is taken away, I am unhappy again. If I feel I am unworthy, and I do a bang-up job at work just to constantly be getting attention and being told how good I am, if that should be taken away, if my job is taken away, and I've actually known this to happen to a number of people, their job is how they convinced themselves they were worthy, right? When the job was taken away, it really was like the rug was pulled out from underneath them, because their job was covering up the belief that was in the mind, I am unworthy. There is something inherently fearful within existence that I must be protected against. If this is why, for example, that we save money, or why we get married, people get married in order to feel more secure, right? If this is why I am setting up my life, because I'm so afraid that something fearful is going to happen, I have to keep protecting myself, then everything that I'm giving myself for my artificial joy is only covering up this belief. And as we know, we cannot have perfect happiness with these beliefs in the mind. These are ideas of pain. So what Holy Spirit is teaching us to do is to discover our ideas of pain, even before the experience of pain seems to arrive, even during times of relative happiness, while everything seems to be going okay. Holy Spirit says, when one sees that specific outcomes or temporary joy are a cover or mask over these beliefs, when one sees that specific outcomes or temporary joy are a cover or mask over these beliefs, one sees how one has built a house on shifting sands. For as long as these beliefs are held to within the mind, they must at some point manifest within experience. As they manifest, they will further prove themselves to the mind, thus the shifting sands. As one questions the mind during times of joy, one may uncover such thoughts if the joy is based on artificiality. This is a wonderful use of time. I remember when Holy Spirit said that to me. This is a wonderful use of time. To uncover hidden ideas within my search for artificial joy. This is a wonderful use of time. For when one uncovers fear thoughts at the base of artificial joy, one may choose to release those thoughts before they manifest as pain. In this way, one creates more joy within experience by removing the cause of pain and the perceived need for specific outcomes in order to be joyful. Now, this is not saying that when we remove the hidden beliefs, when we let go of the hidden beliefs, when we follow Peace Pilgrim's advice and do a quick relinquishment, this is not saying now, because I've gotten rid of the false belief, everything will go my way. That is not what this is saying. This is saying I no longer have a need for a my way. I am happy, period. In other words, he's teaching us to let go of the blocks to our intrinsic happiness. The I am happy, period. When things go this way and when things go that way.